Welcome to The Rewind. I'm Megan McDonald. Baseball fans, I'm sure you're excited. Opening day has arrived, but you know what also is exciting? Both WAC softball and baseball are in conference action, so let's get right to it, starting with the guys. New Mexico State taking on UTRGV. Heading into Sunday, the series is split 1-all. Bottom of the first, no score. Getting things going is Joseph Coyozo. Coyozo singled to the right side to bring in Jose Garcia for a 1-0 lead. Coyozo led the Vaqueros by going 2 for 5, extending his hitting streak to 14 games. Bottom of the second, UTRGV still leads 1-0. We got Isaac Gonzalez at bat. Gonzalez singles to left field and brings in Victor Garcia and then Manny Loreto to take a nice little lead there, 3-0. Things are looking good for the Vaqueros. Top of the fourth, UTRGV up 3-1. The Aggies have runners on first and second. LJ Hatch doubles down the left field line, and Austin Botello and Joseph Corper score, and just like that, we have a tie ball game. Top of the fifth, still tied 3-all. Greg Populison doubles down the left field line and brings in Brent Sakurai and Daniel Johnson for a 5-3 lead, and the Aggies didn't let up there and go on to win 7-3 for the Series W. Check out the WAC standings after week 2 of conference play. Seattle U and Sacramento State off to hot starts, both 6-0. New Mexico State right behind them in third place with a record of 5-1. Grand Canyon fourth at 4-2. Utah Valley, North Dakota, and UTRGV go 5, 6, and 7, while Northern Colorado, Chicago State, and CSU Bakersfield round out the conference standings. Over to softball. The ladies started up conference play over the weekend with every single team in action, so let's take you right out to those highlights. New Mexico State hosting Seattle U, first game of the series. That's a Tatum Reedy homer right there. The senior hit a casual 2 home runs in the fourth inning. The fourth inning was a thing of beauty for the Aggies. Right after Reedy, Victoria Castro hit a home run of her own because why not? New Mexico State up 4-0. Corinne Green up next. What can she do to top that? Green singles to center field, and in comes Emma Adams for the 6-0 lead, and the Aggies did not stop there, winning in impressive fashion 12-0. Softball standings, New Mexico State opening up WAC play, going undefeated, takes that #1 spot. UMKC and CSUB tied for second with conference records of 2-1. Then Grand Canyon and Utah Valley tie for 4th, and Seattle U comes in 6th place after the first week of WAC play. With both baseball and softball in conference play, take a look at who stood out the most in this week's WAC Players of the Week. Starting with the guys, Seattle U's Brock Carpenter and Utah Valley's Matt Davidson are named Hitter and Pitcher of the Week. Carpenter hit .706 with multiple hits in 3 of 4 games to lead the Redhawks to another undefeated week. The junior infielder was 7 for 12 with a double, triple, and a home run in the series against Chicago State. Davidson made the most out of a pair of 2-inning appearances, earning his first career save at Utah Valley and his first career win in a come-from-behind victory against North Dakota. He allowed 2 hits with 1 walk to hold the Utes scoreless and hold the lead for the Wolverines. The right-hander followed that up with a pair of strikeouts and just 1 hit allowed against the Fighting Hawks before UVU put up 9 runs in the bottom of the 9th for the win. In softball, New Mexico State's Tatum Reedy and UMKC's Katie Kelly take home this week's honor as Hitter and Pitcher of the Week. This is Kelly's 3rd of the season and 7th of her career. Reedy hit 5 of 8 with 4 runs scored, a pair of home runs, and 2 RBIs in the series sweep over Seattle U. The senior catcher had 2 home runs as part of a 10-run 4th inning on Friday. Kelly went 2-0 and made pitching appearances in all 3 games last week to lead UMKC to a series win over Grand Canyon. The senior earned a complete game win over the Lopes in the second game, allowing 5 earned runs while striking out 5. Don't forget, you can watch live games on the WAC Digital Network at wacsports.com/live. For more information, check us out at wacsports.com or follow us on Twitter and Facebook.